Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. You guys have seen the process of this print. I've been working on this Kung Fu Panda print for a little bit of a while. So this video is going to be split up into two parts, but you guys have seen me work on this bad boy. A couple I've been focusing on Tai Lung and Lordshin. Now, I do have Poe somewhat done, but it's getting there. It's been a bit of a process. I'm not the best when it comes to recording time lapses on my phone, so sometimes it's gonna be a little bit weird or hard to watch, and I do apologize. I've been trying to find a way to upgrade my setup so the recording bits are not as bad, but it's 50-50. I'm trying to update things, but regardless of that, this Kung Fu Panda print was partially inspired by a YouTube short, which you guys have seen a little bit of. I was kind of like very inspired by it, so I decided to do like a variation of it. Originally I was going to do kind of like Kerbin copy, but then I decided, you know what, I want to change it up. I like the way they did it. I want to have my own variation of it. So I ended up doing something a little bit different, and I changed up the poses and stuff. I really originally was going to have Tai Lung just standing inside and certain other things, but I ended up changing certain characters, like their positions and the way things, were turned out, like most characters going from left to right, or Poe being on the left and most characters facing towards the right. I don't know. And it turned out pretty good. I've trying to get it done, but I'm gonna basically do this as a two-parter because sadly, I did not have enough time or space to do both Kai and the Chameleon. So I wanted to do this one basically focusing on Tai Lung and Lordshin, because both of these villains I really relate to. I love Kung Fu Panda. I grew up on the series. It was a fun, wacky, weird, cool series that I'm always enjoyed, and I really love these two villains. Lordshin for his darkness and his intrigue, but Tai Lung because he's the character I relate to the most. Basically, trying to please somebody and trying to make someone proud and pushing yourself harder and harder and harder, and then, to feel unappreciated or just, other things. It, really puts a strain on things, and it's very difficult. And I ended up taking a bit of feedback, thank you Celeste, for Tai Lung's fur. I decided to illuminate it a little bit, have it bounce off, like the light of is illuminating some bits of Tai Lung, which was something I really wanted to play around with, and this print is far from done, so you guys will be seeing little changes here and there. I might even work on it on a stream, who knows. I definitely will be trying like hell to change and fool around with things to the best of my ability. I really wanted to play around with depth of field, so with Tai Lung, I wanted to call back to Kung Fu Panda 1 with his fight with Shifu and the ending where it's more in the rain and it's lightning and it's dark, and having the fire bit with the inside of the Jade Palace when he's attacking Shifu. I wanted to have that type of feel, so I played around with it a little bit. I really enjoyed how it ended up looking for like a darkish blue that complements the character and it doesn't blend it in too well. I will definitely be adding more to it. but I just didn't have time to do too much in this recording. I did enjoy adding the rain, but with Lordshin, this was really, really complicated and very frustrating, but I ended up finding a look that I liked to complement the style of the flashbacks and the referencing. If you know Kung Fu Panda 2, you know that, like, the way they position Shin and the way they do, like, some of the flashbacks and some of the stuff, I wanted to have that type of feel to it. So I ended up going below the fire and adding, like, a smoke effect and, like, a kind of like an inky type of, like, weird flashback type of, the way it's positioned in the movie. I wanted to have that unique, cool look. So I was originally going to add, like, you know, his ancestral home, but I ended up going with a more inkish type of, like, painted effect, and then added the ball, like the cannon, in the back half of the of the drawing, and it was really difficult to try to add the dragon, so I kind of just winged it. So if you notice that they say, hey, that's not, you know, exact right, well, I don't care. You know, I tried my best. It's not perfect, it's not meant to be, but I kind of ended up with a look for the Lordshin bit that I really like, and I played around with, like, a unique puddled ink effect, and, like, I was going to add, like, ships to reference the end of the movie, or just, like, other stuff, but it just wasn't working for me. And it was lagging due to, like, storage bits, and I just was getting tired of it. So I ended up, you know, adding the cannon. It's not perfect, but it adds the effect I wanted, and, like, the cool, darkish middle bit. But, yeah. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video, and bye-bye.